Hey, what is going on everybody? Today and welcome to my first Battlefield 4 multiplayer video. So, for those of you that don't know just yet, the early access beta actually launched a couple of hours ago, almost 2 hours ago now. By the time this video goes up, it has been live for more than 2 hours, of course, probably around 4 or 5 hours. But in order to actually get access to the early access beta, you either have to pre-order Battlefield 4, you gotta have Battlefield 3 Premium, or you actually have to have the deluxe version of Medal of Honor Warfighter. I actually have the deluxe version of Medal of Honor Warfighter, so that is why I also have access to the early access beta pretty much. But the open beta will launch on October the 3rd, so if you don't have any of those things, then you really don't have to wait for a really long time. But so far, this game is really great actually. The frame rate is a little bit dodgy every now and then. Sometimes it basically drops back to about 20 frames, whilst I usually play at around 60 frames per second, so that's pretty good. So that is really the only problem that I have with this game at the moment. Within these clips, I was using the AK-12 actually, pretty similar to the AK-47 or the AK-74. It basically is a high damage weapon, but it doesn't shoot very fast. It does kick quite a bit as well, but it is actually really fun to use this gun, and the game so far has been pretty great as well. For those of you that don't know, I basically just played this game for about 1.5 hours. I put a couple of clips together to kind of like keep things interesting, because in all honesty, I am pretty bad at Battlefield in general. I thought I'd be better actually, just because, well, I'm pretty good at Call of Duty, right? Every single one of you will know that I'm pretty good at Call of Duty, and Battlefield 4 is of course also a shooter. I mean, Battlefield just in general is a pretty similar shooter, let's say it like that, but it is a lot more tactical. And since I'm a Call of Duty player, I usually tend to run around like a complete moron, just getting myself killed pretty much, and that is also what I did for the past few games. But then about 2 games or so ago, I basically started playing a bit more tactical, a bit more careful, and it actually worked out really well in all honesty. I got one pretty decent gameplay, which is like 20-4, like in all honesty. To some of you that might sound like a complete rubbish gameplay, but I thought that was pretty sweet actually. But over these next few days, I will probably be bringing you quite a few Battlefield 4 videos. In all honesty, I don't really know what to talk about in these videos, just because, well, like I said, I'm not very good at this game, so I don't want to, bring you a lot of like tips and tricks on how to get better at the game, just because I first off want to get better at this game before I feel like that I can give people tips on how to get better. That's just something that I do. That's just the way that I feel about that. If I'm not good at something, then I'm not going to try and help you get better at that thing, just because I myself am not good at it. But so far, it has been great. It's just basically a nice change of pace actually, just because right now I'm pretty much bored with Black Ops 2. I've played that game far too much. If I'm not mistaken, right now I have something like 22 days played on Black Ops 2, which is, that's just crazy. I'm fully aware of that. But like at the start of Black Ops 2, I really wanted to get all of those diamond weapons. I really wanted to post all of those diamond gun class setups pretty much, which is basically what I did throughout the year. But right now, I just try to get a couple of nuclears every now and then, just because you guys seem to enjoy those live nuclears, so that is why I try to go with those, live brutals, live nuclears, just overall a lot of the live commentaries actually, just because there aren't a lot of tips to give anymore. But I'm actually really pumped for like Battlefield 4 and also for Call of Duty Ghost actually. I mean, those of you that have not watched any Battlefield 4 gameplays just yet, I would actually recommend you to check out a video of Vicstar123 showcasing all the guns, showcasing all the camos, and literally that moment that I watched that video, I was like, I need to play this game. Within, the full version of Battlefield 4 actually, there are going to be so many different camos and just so many different guns that you can literally play this game for ages and ages and ages and ages, simply unlocking things. Like within Call of Duty, it really doesn't take a long time to unlock different weapons, but it does take a long time to actually unlock different camouflages. Now I'm not sure how that is going to work within Battlefield 4 actually. In all honesty, I really don't know a whole lot about the game. I really didn't watch a whole lot of gameplay videos. I really didn't watch a whole lot of information videos. I basically just want to learn things whilst I'm actually playing the game. That is something that I personally prefer. That is also why I do not, upload a lot of like tips and tricks videos about zombies or something like that. is because that is something that you gotta figure out on your own. That is something that I personally like, so that is also what I don't upload or don't watch. Anyway, a little something though that I did notice whilst I was playing the beta, and that is that people don't really look above them for some strange reason. Like within the clip that you saw previous to this one, I was basically just standing on top of a rooftop with a couple of squad mates, and we basically just picking off enemies that were running below us from literally just one side to another side. And at some point, of course, some sniper noticed us, and from that point it literally took that sniper a couple of seconds to take us out. But whilst I was actually playing the beta, I did get a whole lot of kills just by, you know, going to some kind of rooftop, because from this building that I'm in right now, you can literally jump on top of so many rooftops. It's just crazy, and people really don't look up, so that's something that you gotta keep in mind as well. That is definitely something that will help you out get quite a few kills, especially those of you who, just like me, aren't too great at Battlefield just in general. This will definitely help you out quite a bit. I'll try to learn a couple of more things about this game and then help you guys out with that as well, but that is really all there is to it. Anyway, if you'd like to see some more Battlefield 4 either later today or tomorrow, you should basically just drop a like. It really does help me out quite a bit, and I really do appreciate it. I actually try to bring you some engineer gameplay, or maybe some sniper gameplay, not entirely sure. We'll basically just have to wait and see, actually, because I'm just going to be playing the game again once this video is actually done rendering and uploading. Anyway, if you'd like to check out any of the videos that you can see on the screen right now, be sure to simply do so. And then finally, I hope you have enjoyed, and I hope to see some of you next time. Take it easy.